Welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me in my little corner of the internet. So today, I think we need to start off with like a moment of silence. Pour one out for the homies that we have lost, because we are talking about discontinued perfumes. And I feel like I'm always lamenting on all of my favorite perfumes being discontinued. I swear, it's like the minute I fall in love with something, boom, it's gone. Discontinued, never replicated. Like dupe houses don't seem to like to replicate these particular perfumes. You know, I love florals, I love spicy fragrances, fresh spicy fragrances, and I love citruses, and I know that that is not on trend right now, because it's not profitable. A lot of these companies, fragrance houses, designer houses, they often discontinue them. I saw that a couple of my favorite YouTubers have done this perfume tag called I should have backed that up, or I should have backed it up. And honestly, that's exactly how I feel. I should have backed up these perfumes. Some of my favorite reviewers like Jamie from Not Another Perfume channel, Liz from Naturally Liz, Vinia Mikkel. I'm not sure who else has done it, but they did this perfume tagged because they were tagged by Simply Shaughnessy, who created the fragrance tag. So I know, technically I was not tagged in the video, but I kind of wanted to just hop on the little bandwagon and kind of moan about fragrances I really should have backed up, and it's just so heartbreaking that they've been discontinued. I will link all of their videos in my description box below. You should definitely check them out. I love all of their channels, and yeah, sit down, get cozy, get a drink. Like I said, pour one out for our fallen fragrances that we've lost along the way. Get cozy because it's going to be a long video. The first one that I should have backed up, because now tell me why I cannot find this perfume anywhere. The first one is Musc Noir from Narciso Rodriguez. This is Musc Noir for her. If you hear a lot of rumbling in the background, guys, it's currently storming, so gives it a nice cozy little ambience. But Musc Noir for her. Now I know her sister Musc Noir Rose is incredibly popular, but why can't I find Musc Noir? I checked the Narciso Rodriguez website and it still lists it, but it's kind of hard to purchase from the website. They send you like to a local Nordstrom or Macy's, and they don't have it anywhere. So I fear that this fragrance is discontinued. I fear it's discontinued, and I should have backed up this bottle. I should have bought at least like a full size, and this was complete blind buy. This was a whim, a blind buy, a purchase on a whim that I instantly fell in love with. It's such a unique scent profile. I've never smelled anything like it. It's musky, it's slightly sweet, it's a little animalic, it's a touch aromatic, there's a little fruity nuance, like a dark fruity nuance. There's suede, which really gives it a very interesting, unique edge. I've never smelled anything like it. Now, with how popular Musc Noir Rose is, of course, like I am inclined to smell it. I've again, and that's another one that I can never find in store to even sniff. So that may or may not be a blind buy for me in the future. But I wish I had backed up Musc Noir. Next one, I feel like she doesn't even need an introduction. Like somebody bust out the tiny sad violin and like I said, pour one out for M from Mariah Carey. The way that this perfume has been discontinued is disrespectful. I take personal offense to it. I'm joking, but really not really. Like, why? Why did they got rid of all of Mariah Carey scents? But specifically, M is what I'm lamenting the most about. Especially because this perfume was so ahead of its time. Like, I know it was not necessarily on trend during the early 2000s, or, I think it was 2004, 2005. It could have been sometime around then. And, I was too young to even purchase this fragrance. However affordable it was, I was just too young to even purchase this fragrance. But this smells so much better than a celebrity fragrance. I know a lot of people, poo-poo on the concept of a celebrity fragrance, but this smells so elegant. It is a beautiful, sweet, salty, smoky white floral. Especially with how sweet florals are super popular right now. Marshmallow is like the it girl, the hot topic, the shining star of the moment. It is the prima donna of fragrance notes at this moment. This is so unique, and I feel like they just never gave her a chance. And I should have backed up this bottle. And you know what kills me especially is the fact that a year ago I saw this everywhere at discounters. I saw this everywhere at Burlington, and that's where I actually picked mine up. And I figured, because you see so many celebrity fragrances at Burlington, and for such a long time. So I never thought that this would be discontinued because of how readily available it was last year, or maybe even 2 years ago. Come to find out now, when I'm looking around for it, the markup is insane, and it's very, very hard to find. I see on eBay they have maybe some old bottles of it, and I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to get one, but I know it's just like the price gauging, because of how discontinued it is and because of how sought after it is now. It's ridiculous, and I should have backed up this bottle when I had a chance. The next perfume is one that I had on my April tray. This is Alien Eau Extraordinaire from Mugler, and this is a beautiful, bright, lighter, almost summery version of Alien. It still has that ambery, warm, woody jasmine DNA that Alien has, but I believe they add like some citrus notes, some solar notes, just to really brighten the fragrance. The way this bottle looks, how it has like that golden crystalline appearance, is exactly how it smells like to me. Like Alien, that beautiful, heady, sweet, obnoxious jasmine, but just brighter, golden, a little more sheer. And I guess when I purchased this, it was at, Marshall's, because I'm usually there, and that's usually where it's a little more accessible for me to get fragrances. I purchased this at Marshall's quite a while ago, a few years ago now, and I didn't know that this was discontinued, which is most likely why it was at discounters. And I should have backed this one up. I should have bought a backup had I known it was going to be discontinued. Or honestly, I should have never bought this because I knew I was going to fall in love with it. Those things like, I should have just, it's like a relationship. Like, I should have never gone into that relationship because it was just going to be, it was a whirlwind romance. You were just going to fall in love with them too quickly, too much. That's me with Alien Eau Extraordinaire. I rarely touch this perfume now because I just, I don't want to use up all this little juice that I have left. And I stupidly purchased the 30 ml when I should have bought 100 ml. Next one is another fragrance that I had purchased at discounters, and now it's becoming very hard to find. This is Love Story from Chloe. The same thing like M from Mariah Carey and Musc Noir from Narciso Rodriguez. I found this perfume everywhere, and now, poof, gone. I can't find it anywhere. My sister has a big bottle that she's like pretty much halfway through, and I have this little 50 ml that I've got just a few more wears out of. I was honestly gonna finish this up too. I had it on my project pan, thinking that, okay, I'll use this up and then repurchase it. And I can't find it anywhere. Oh no, I'm so sad about it. This is a beautiful, bright, vibrant, heady neroli orange blossom combination. It's not necessarily sweet. It is quite soapy of a neroli orange blossom fragrance, but it's so beautiful. It is like a bouquet of orange blossoms and neroli and some wood. There's some citruses. It's fresh, it's soapy in the same way that all Chloe fragrances have that soapy style. But Chloe's about to be on my hit list, I swear, because I feel like they have a tendency to discontinue some beautiful, beautiful gems. And, you know, I'm giving a big side eye to Chloe, because why would you cause me such heartbreak like that? And I should have backed up this bottle. When I say that Chloe is on my hit list, Chloe will not be forgiven, because tell me why. I fear that Nomade is going to be discontinued. I've been seeing it a lot in discounters. Now that I'm like noticing the trend, every time I go to a discounter store and I'm starting to see a lot of a specific type of fragrance, that gives me an inkling that this is going to be discontinued. And I fear that, I don't even want to say it. Oh, it makes me sick. I fear that Nomade is going to be discontinued. When I say I take it personal, because how dare you? Chloe, how dare you guys discontinue this beautiful, this masterpiece of a fragrance? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is a beautiful, sweet, syrupy, spicy, chic-wear fragrance. It's got plum. It's got oak moss. It's clean. It's sparkling. Chloe, why? Just why? I should have backed it up. And truth be told, like I'm getting a backup. The next time I see it at the discounters, the next time I go, I'm getting a bottle. I refuse to be without Nomade. After I have fallen in love with this, look at this dent I've got going on. The proof is in the pudding, y'all. Why would you just... Chloe, we're gonna scrap. We're gonna have problems after this. Why would you discontinue not just one, two of my favorite fragrances? Now I fear, because I know that gourmands are very popular right now. Nobody likes florals. What if they discontinue the eau de parfum? You see, like, this is why I can't. I need to stop trying new fragrances. I need to stop falling in love with fragrances, because I can't take much more heartbreak. But yeah, I should have backed up Nomade, and I'm going to back up Nomade. The next one that I should have backed up is a bottle that I stupidly finished. Gosh, how could I have done such a thing? This is Prada La Femme. Now, I know Prada L'Homme is very popular, and that is also a beautiful fragrance. Oh my God, that smells like the most clean, like a sweet, clean man. I love it. But La Femme didn't get as much love as L'Homme. I guess a lot of people thought that this fragrance was generic, or maybe they thought that it wasn't. I guess it just didn't sell well. I can't see why. This is a stunning, soapy, clean, honeyed white floral. This smells like, I keep saying this every time, but it smells like a luxurious bar of like a milky, honeyed beeswax soap. It smells like a luxurious bath. It's jasmine, it's beeswax, it's carrot seed. I believe there's some vetiver in the dry down. There's a touch of honey. It's honestly really a stunning fragrance that didn't get enough appreciation, and I guess that's why Prada discontinued it. The bottle is also beautiful with the gold detailing. The inside of the bottle has like, it looks like it's just dipped in a honeyed gold, and then this embossed leather back. Oh, this is a beautiful bottle. This is a beautiful fragrance, and I hate that I cannot find this, and I hate even more that I didn't back up this purchase. I didn't back up this bottle. I'm hoping that I could still, maybe find it online, or maybe since it wasn't so popular, maybe Mercari might have it. I don't know. I think I saw the intense version in some stores. So maybe I'll pick up the intense version and see how it compares. But, I've held on to this empty bottle now just because just to sniff it from time to time and be reminded of the relationship that once was. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I should have backed up this bottle. It actually really breaks my heart. Next one is another fragrance that has long been discontinued. This is Ellis Brooklyn's West. Now, Ellis Brooklyn right now is very popular. They've been pushing out a lot of new releases like Guava Granita, Miami Nectar, Isla Serena, a lot of, new fruity fragrances. The way that they're pushing out a lot of their fragrances, it kind of reminds me of how Escada, pushes out a lot of the same fruity tropical florals. So I wonder if that's the direction that they're leaning towards, because I don't see any of their previous scents like Raven, Myth, Rose, Sci-Fi. I think a lot of them probably are discontinued, and West being one of them. West is a beautiful, slightly powdery, woody citrus fragrance. This smells like freshly squeezed oranges on top of a creamy note of sandalwood. It's stunning. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It reminds me a lot of Atelier Cologne's Clementine, California. Clementine, California, which is another fragrance that I should have backed up. And I stupidly threw away that little travel size, but yeah. Atelier Cologne's Orange Sanguine, Clementine, California, those two I had way back a while ago, and I should have backed them up, but they're no longer available to even be purchased in America. So I purchased West because it smelled very similar to Clementine, California, just to find out that now this one has also been discontinued. So I guess, oranges and citrus-based fragrances are not necessarily popular at the moment, and they're not selling well. So they discontinue them, and it's sad. I should have backed that one up. Now I'm like on the hunt. I'm trying to find like so many orange fragrances to replace the love that I had for Orange Sanguine, Clementine, California, and Ellis Brooklyn's West. This next one is by far my favorite iris fragrance. This is Flowerbomb Dew from Viktor and Rolf, and I should have backed this one up because it's discontinued as well. I think it's still available to purchase at some discounters and maybe some perfume stores and on eBay and such. But this is a beautiful, sweet, candied iris. It smells like powdery purple florals and cosmetics and sugar, powdered sugar. It is the sweetest perfume ever. And with the trend of sweet florals, it's sad to see that this one was discontinued. Viktor and Rolf has a tendency to discontinue a lot of their Flowerbomb flankers. Now, I still love the OG Flowerbomb, don't get me wrong, but Flowerbomb Dew has a special place in my heart, and I will be backing this up. When I have seen some stores that had it for a good price, so I will be backing this one up because I got just a little bit of juice left. But I don't know if Ruby Orchid and what was the other one? Nectar, I'm not sure if they will be discontinued, but with a lot of these flankers, when, you know, designer houses and fragrance houses constantly pump out endless flankers, of course, some of them are going to be discontinued. And this one is no exception. Now, this last perfume, I should have known it was going to be discontinued just by the scent profile and seeing how this designer house has been, you know, changing their overall aesthetic. This is Gucci's Memoire d'une Odeur. And I should have known it was going to be discontinued. I saw these at Nordstrom Rack for like $30-40. That's how discounted they were. And I should have guessed. This scent profile is incredibly unique. I have not smelled anything like this. It is a chamomile, it is a nutty chamomile, slightly woody green scent. I swear, to this day, sometimes I'm still not quite sure how to describe it. In my mind, I always think it reminds me a little bit of like a sweet hay or sweet grass with like dandelions and chamomile flowers blooming everywhere. There's a note of almond, like a bitter almond, to give it an edge, which I'm still back and forth about. I've come to appreciate it. And there is a note of vanilla just to give it just a drop of sweetness. And stupid me, I should have backed this up. Now I can't find it anywhere. I went to my favorite perfume store, you know, the one that looks crazy on the inside, that is chock full of perfumes from floor to ceiling. And, you know, I go there because I know that sometimes they have fragrances for a really good price. That's where I bought my Libre from. Last year, around November, December, I saw that they had Memoire. And I thought to myself, okay, I'll come back. I'll come back and purchase it. And then, you know, life gets in the way, and I hadn't stopped by that area to see and check out their inventory. Tell me why 2 or 3 months later, I go to find Memoire. They're out. They have no clue what I'm talking about. They never even seen this. And I told them, I know for sure. I saw it. It was right next to your other Gucci fragrances. Do you still have Gucci Memoire? And they're like, I don't think we have it anymore. We must have sold out. Gutted. I was so sad. So now I'm on a mission to finding Memoire. And I wish I backed this one up. Last but not least is an honorable mention. It's a body mist, and I usually am not in the habit of, you know, buying body mist or buying backups of body mists. I appreciated them way back in the day, but it's a little overwhelming for me. But I do love this scent. This is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds from Bath & Body Works. And you can see how much I've used it up. At maybe a quarter, I've used up 25% of this big boy. With each and every single time I see that they bring out old fragrances, I find that they never bring back Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. Maybe one day they will, because I know, you know, Bath & Body Works has a habit. That's why I had to stop with them, because I know they have a habit of discontinuing, then bringing them back and repackaging, and then bringing them back and then discontinuing, and then it's a lot to handle. I still love their scents. I really do. I think they make fantastic scents, affordable, great, you know, body mists and lotions and soaps and candles. I have a very soft spot for Bath & Body Works, but I find that this is one of my favorite marshmallow fragrances. Marshmallow. It's a very sweet musky vanilla that reminds you of a marshmallow. Out of all marshmallow fragrances that there are, like, you would think that they would at least bring this one back. I know they had their Peeps collection, but I didn't like that one. It kind of smelled a little too milky for me. I liked how this one is a little musky, a little airy. Kind of makes me think of powdered sugar on top of a marshmallow. And I go back and forth like, oh, maybe I should have backed this one up, maybe I shouldn't, but for the sake of this video, I'll say that I should have backed this one up because it really is a nice body mist and it's one of my favorite easy layering scents. So somebody play taps, somebody bust out the tiny violin. I should probably be wearing all black to lament all of my favorite perfumes that are discontinued and I should have backed up. So let me know what you guys think. Talk to me in the comments below. What are some perfumes that you should have backed up? I really want to know. We can cry about them together. Please check out all of my all of the channels that I had listed below. You know, Vinnie and Mikkel, Simply Shaughnessy, Jamie, Naturally Liz. You know, check them all out. Check out their videos. They're fun to watch. It's just fun to talk about. Give me a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to. I will always appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.